Okay. Now, I think... as much as I didn't want to... let me see, I think we need to... we need to go back and talk to Old Bag about a couple of things. Wait, no, she doesn't? Okay, we... that scandal, the plague poor one. Wait, did we talk to her about... it says we did, but... yeah. Okay. Right, okay. We did hear all about this. I think then the next place to go we haven't gone here yet. Detective Gumshoe, they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are alright. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Oh, airtight evidence and testimony, huh? So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there are two big pieces. Two? And both of them are in this photo. Huh? Well, yeah, we saw that. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. Yeah, the one that was found on guard. The button that you found in your body search of Mr. On Guard. Yep, found in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is... the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You don't have to ask, little missy, it's obvious. They're Mad On Guards. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, this does not look good for us. So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. Oh, of course, her. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well, I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down. Trust me. Yeah, well, Ms. Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way! Huh. What does this mean? Yeah, let's... We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Kurita? But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. What? What? Suicide? Her name was Celeste Impacts. She was Juan Kurita's manager. This is totally not gonna be a coincidence, is it? The victim's manager. But that's not all, pal. Ms. Impacts was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor. A woman who was both Mr. Kurita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? I'm sure it does. You want to know more about her, pal? She was the victim's manager, was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or, oh shit, oh god damn it. Francie! I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma. You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You're no longer needed. Goodbye. Oh, did she just fire him? Francie, come on. That's... Wait, please, wait, sir. If I don't get this month's payout... Quiet! If it weren't for traitors like you... I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Huh? Who's that? That voice. Edgeworth! He's here! It's been a long time, right? So, we were told you were dead. What? This is Mr. Edgeworth? What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. You... How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way. Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. Haha, yeah, thanks to me. Gotta rub that in her face. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Okay, hey, Edgy, we have not talked for, it sounds like for quite a while. I thought you, the prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, the gun died. Mr. Nick! I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you gonna run tomorrow's trial? You heard her right. The wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Then what are you doing here? Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, but I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. What's that? And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth. In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it's available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago, you couldn't establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. God damn, Phoenix is being... He's being savage AF. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Ooh. Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But the courtroom's not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say. Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy. Or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn. Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Anything we can show him. I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix, right? Flash the badge? Nope. Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. Oh, a secret? You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. Can you tell us more about that? While I was abroad, those deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. While refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the pollen's not treating him well this year. There's an interesting rumor about this man. I mean, the one about Ms. Anders getting close to him. But that's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Oh, I thought he had... I thought after showing him Adrian's profile, he'd have more to say. What about Celeste? This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. But there is still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Miss Impacts' death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there's no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impacts had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim. Things keep getting more interesting. Oh, jeez. He was the one who found her body. Which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note? But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1. I think we should definitely take a look at this. Oh, okay. I guess there's... I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all, are the reports that have multiple parts like this one. That has 2. Well, then what about the second part? 2 parts. What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name. It's Adrian Andrews. Oh. Miss Andrews, what did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person trying to kill herself, though. Huh. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. Secret. Her dependent nature. It's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews? Dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of that woman is. Huh. Can we, Okay. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempted suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impax. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that... Is that what they call following someone to the grave? Jesus, this is getting deep. After attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She's someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And when she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Well, shit. Man, again, this is there anything else we can... Anything else we can get out of this? Again, this is getting deep. Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true. Think behind that unwavering brave front, she's been hiding this weakness and fear. Okay, maybe we have what we need now to break those psych locks? Even still, can't see this being pleasant. Oh, Miss Anders is here. Oh. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Franziska von Karma. Oh, no. Oh. Miss von Karma. What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so... You've got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Pearls. You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. You've got a transceiver too? Oh god, I hope not. What's that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planned a tracking device on that detective. Wait, you mean... And with this, I know that fool's every move. Are you serious? God, woman! So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe right now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Is she whipping her? Good God! Oh my God. Alright. What were those two talking about? Miss Anders, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Okay, let's... Hey, she very well might be. Okay. Okay, let's go. Why was Juan Krita murdered? I think you know why he was killed. You're putting Mr. Ungar's life in danger by your actions. I was not that close to him. I highly doubt that. Okay, there was... Yeah. You and Mr. Krita had an intimate relationship, did you not? Silly third-rate tabloid article? If you hadn't had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into the story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Need to get close to Mr. Krita? As if there was such a need. Did you get close to Mr. Krita for this person's sake? Celeste Impacts, your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? Miss Impax, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckracker for a putrid, third-rate tabloid. Sanders. There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Yeah, the hidden suicide note, right? Ms. Impax's suicide note was never found, was it? Looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita. Juan? And Miss Sanders, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impax was someone very important to you. Her attempted suicide right after. Take that! Miss Anders, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life. Miss Anders, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that's all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. That's... You were dependent on Ms. Impax, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impax's note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? That's what it's sounding like. If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was, why was the victim killed? Oh, this is... This is leaving her with the strongest motive right now. Isn't it? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you've become the one with a reason to want Mr. Kurita dead. Me? Ms. Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you'd want everything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? Okay. Oh, damn, here we go. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews? This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? No. Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was one Kurita. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note. Looks like that tabloid recorded the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so... I understand. I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide, I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Shit. I'd like to, but... Is the trial gonna force me to bring it up? Miss Andrews? If people found out about my weakness, I'd sooner choose to die than live. Oh my god, this poor girl, what is... Someone give her a hug, please. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back. Yeah, we have kind of seen that, haven't we? That card. Yeah, I guess she has. I don't know, I guess she likes it? I don't know. Miss Andrews, what's that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this. I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. Really? What? Okay. What is it? It looks like a seashell. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. And I guess you're just playing around with it for the hell of it? Her not remembering something clearly sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Ongard in your capable hands. Huh. Okay, huh. Don't know if we can find him here. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all, and she's been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? Oh, no, I'm okay, really. I'm fine, I really am. Are you? You don't look fine to me. Aw, Pearly. Can we head... So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Ms. Andrews has a motive. You mean Miss Impact's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Huh? Oh no, it's that. It's that again. Hello? Wright and Company Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished. What? Are you... So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Are you... You motherfucker, are you... What? Wait, Maya, let me hear her! Very well. Ask my... Maya, is that you? Sis, ask my sis! You mean Mia? Maya, damn it, he cut me off! Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she? You mean channeling Mia, right? What'd she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. Ugh, you're a hopeless one. I'm sorry. Oh, hello. Hi, Mia. I have a message from Maya. So come, ask me anything you want about her. I love it. How's Maya? She's safe, for now. The kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. Okay, I guess Maya has been has also channeled Mia and is now channeling through Pearl. So I guess that's one way we can communicate with each other. I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how'd you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. I see. And? She didn't see the face of her attacker. Well, I certainly have, and it's not one you're likely to forget. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her. Oh. I'm starving. Could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Well, I mean, looks like there's plenty of wine there. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. What's this? Feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. They feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. Ah. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. That same seashell card. Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. There's all sorts of things piled up here. But it's too dark to see. Drat, it's locked. But the door's locked, it seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I can use. Oh, that's it! The shell card! If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius! Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it. Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. Shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried. Oh, to be continued again. Damn it. Okay. I'll be back in just a quick break. I'll be back in just a few minutes. As we continue on to the trial phase.